I'm going to recreate the Garten of Banban 7 trailer, only here inside Minecraft. And this is just an example of what people can do here within the game. In this book, I separated everything I have to do, starting with the scenery, of which there are 9 decorations, objects, and characters, like fallen Banban, double control, aliens, etc. And right on this wall, we have 9 scenarios to do. And the first is this one, of the destroyed Banban. Soon after is the restaurant, which has the new aliens. These other 7 that we will do throughout the video. So let's go to the first one there. The first scenario begins in a room full of paint and with Bam Bam lying on the floor, full of scars, and this will be the place where I will work. So I built a place surrounded by paint, added some decorations with stones and coals to make a gradient, and look how sensational it was in the first room. But we still have to make Bam Bam completely destroyed. And I'm here with Bam Bam. I'm going to lay him down here on the floor, erase that eye, and I'm going to start adding a 3D hole here. I'm going to add a bunch of cores like this to make it look like a scratch, and choose a weaker color to make it appear as if it were creating a degradation effect. Then I added all the scratches, and I put green paint on Bam Bam. Once that's done, I'm just going to add Bam Bam here on the floor, and so it stayed. This is my Minecraft scene compared to the original, and it turned out very good, and with that we concluded the entire first scene. But there's still a lot more for us to do in this video, and I'm going to put it all together. Everything still needs to be done to make the full trailer, and the result is incredible. And the next one we're going to do is this one at the restaurant. So let's get into it. As we can see here next to us, in this scene we are in a bar. It's full of aliens. There are lollipops, papers, and lots of stuff thrown around. And we can also see that there is a bartender who is serving drinks. We also have new control, but this time with 2 antennas. I went to the 3D block bench program and modeled it all. It looks really beautiful inside Minecraft. It is the same thing as an antenna, but instead of having 1 antenna, it has 2. It turned out very good. But now, yes, let's do the scene. I started by adding a matte wood to the floor. I added diorite to the walls, and I made a roof for our restaurant. Right away I added the aliens, a wood for the floor. I made a roof, some decorations with some coffees, some tables, some chairs. I made all the decorations like the place for the barman, items on the tables and other things. And I added all the scene aliens. And the room is already done. She's inside this door here, so let's go inside to start making the scene. And when we enter the door here in front, we can already see the scenery where we will do the scene. And this room looks amazing. I added a bunch of aliens, the dishes, a Minecraft-style shelf here, and it was very similar to the Garten 7 original. So everything we're going to have to do here now, it's spelled BB gun, then we take this control, we put it here in my hand, and position it correctly until you see that it looks good, like this. I come here, I position myself right next to these aliens. I take a look here. Firstly, we start with the head down. We look back and there are these fallen aliens, and look to the left, do a barman demonstration, and putting in the lighting mods. This is how the scene went. And with that, we were able to create 2 scenarios. This one with the Banban is completely destroyed, and the restaurant. Now, let's go to this one that shows the door. For a few scenes ahead, this scary monster appears coming out of the door, and this room is very short. I'm going to do this one together. So first I made the door room. I added a purple wall, a lilac floor, and some pieces of coal behind to put the door on, and also a place to swipe your card. And then I made that writing room. Welcome to Sitting Gior. I added some light bulbs. I made some Christmas lamps on block bench, and I also added a building behind. And that was amazing. Look how these 2 scenarios turned out. And this room works entirely on the basis of improvisation, because look at this, literally everything is out of place. So what I need to do for this scene to look good is to build a 3D perspective that fits the camera. I'm going to increase the view distance to make the scene closer to the scenery, and I'm going to put more in front. So now I come here more and it's covering everything up, and I'll then do a camera approaching. Next in editing, I'll just add some sparkles. And let's do the next one. The next room, this is what I built. I just added a lilac door, then a terrifying monster will come out of it. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the FOV, I'm going to come here and pass a camera over here. And so was the result of these 2 scenes. And with that, we have already completed 4 more scenes. Now there are only 5 more left. And the next one we are going to do is this one. It's this one. When entering it, we can see it, which is made up of an all-purple floor, and she shows us an alien crying in the corner. We can also see a light bulb, which we're going to have to do. 2 more buildings, that I will reuse, which I had already done before, and also a purple floor. So there's only one thing left for us to do. Start building. So that's what I did. I built all the sets. I added the buildings again. I added a fence with magenta blocks made from mini blocks, and I added 2 lamps, and the room is inside this gray cube. So let's go inside. And woo! Look how sensational this room is. Look at this amazing building. Had the cube this size, then I selected it with a mini pad, a tiny block like that, then I started deleting it, and I did this whole scenario like this here. It did some work. because I had to do it one by one. I really liked the result. But now we came here, because where is this trash can? There will also be an alien. So here he is. I'm going to rotate it like this, and I'm going to put him in that position. What you can see here on the side, I'm going to sit him down like this, and he'll be like he's in a crying position. Just like Minecraft, I don't have many joints, like this part here. From here, I can't move. So it won't be the same as the original Garten of Banban 7 game, but I'll do my best to make it as good as possible. So I'm going to zoom in like this. I will place this hand on top of his leg, and also the other one. I put it like this, and I put his head lower, because the poor guy is sad. In the other keyframe, I position it to the opposite side. I place this one further back, and I head up, and then I repeat this one more time, and it will stay like this here. He'll be crying, and this is the result of our scene. Definitely the best I've done until now, but the next one will be even better. And with that, another location was made in our video, which was E.T. crying. And now we're going to go to this one, which is showing the drone. This one is one that presents us with a new room with the drone. So let's go in there. How we can see, it shows the drone's new movement, which is very tight, with low sharpness. It's like he's in a very dark place. That's why the drone's camera doesn't work properly. So let's start building the map. I built a wall entirely in checkerboard. With black and white color, I added some lighting, 2 doors, one red and one orange, and some barrels for decoration. And so the room was. Finally, for the decoration, I'm just going to add a few more boxes here and some tires to make it look cooler. Lastly, I will add a ladder placed on the floor. No. This size here is very small, so that's the way I like it. And just take a look at what the room looks like. Finally, I just have to make a camera as if it were a drone. So I put a point here, then I move a little bit on the other. I climb up more here, I decrease down here, and ends by taking a look here. And then the last camera like this, and it will be well locked as if it were a drone because they normally have heavy movement, exactly as you are seeing. I'm here in the drawing program called Photoshop because I need to draw this part of the drone that you see. For this, I'm going to do it very Minecraft style. So I'm going to add a cube here and double it 3 more times. Once this is done, I reduce the size of this cube and I add one more here in the middle. I double this to the side, I put it up here. Now in this middle part, I'm going to add a painted cube. Done that, and it was more or less like this. Finally, I just add this here when editing the video. That will give a very special touch. After this scene, there is another one at the door. A hand begins to appear. That's exactly how I did it. I didn't put my hand in out of laziness. It will already be full of lighting. I don't even need to. As you know, laziness is my strong point. Happily. And with that, we completed 7 scenes. This one was very simple, but it's done too. Now it's this one, which will showcase the new Sheriff Toadster, the depressed Sheriff Toadster, because exactly, look at his face, underdog. So let's go to the program to model it, Sheriff Toadster. I got it from an add-on. If you want to download the link, it's in the video description. You can see that it's very simple and there's something wrong. Is he happy? It wasn't supposed to be like this, at least not at this moment. So what am I gonna do? It's adding a sad face on it, some 3D eyes, and a detail around. I double that for the other side, and the Sheriff Toadster depressive is ready. And now what's left for us to do is the room. And I more or less made the room. It will stay in that proportion. However, I will give this command here and add a fence that we will stay on this side. There will be Sheriff Toadster. Next, I'm going to add a box here. One on the top side and one more right here, and another one on top just to have a decoration. There's Sheriff Toadster. He'll be fine here like this. I'm going to record with him. It will be on this side here. Then he will appear out of nowhere. Then the scene will look something like this. Then I put the camera zooming excitedly like this and recording until it reaches Sheriff Toadster. And then finally, I'm just going to add a lighting effect and make the room really dark like this, the way you're seeing it. One more scene is done. Now all that's left is the one you see right there on the screen, which is a new claw from some animal appearing, giving us kind of one. More or less that. To make this claw, I'm going to add a cube right here like this, and add the details in turns to turn into a ball. Then I paint everything purple. I add one more circle back here, another one here in front, one more minor to do it as if it were your wrist, one more here to be the finger, one more part. Then I add a very small piece here, and I duplicate it and rotate it to the top side. Back here to Minecraft, we have all these rooms done here, and when you enter here, we have that room that I had made before the doors. So I'm going to zoom in right here like this, and also a flicker on the screen. I'm going to put it to record with my hand right here like this, and leave her alone. I'll leave it for a good while. More or less, the scene lasts about 7 seconds. So let's leave it at this point, and now I'll position her right up here, back here, to make her leaving the door. Then we duplicate it here, glue to the other side, and it makes the animation come out just like that. Then when that hand comes out, it will make the closing animation, just like that. Open again, and now just duplicate it several times, like this here. And now, yes, the trailer is complete. If you've watched the video so far, comment Garten of Banban 7 and also leave a like to help. These videos require a lot of effort, but without further ado, here is the result of the trailer. Comment what you thought.
I'll hold them off. Look for the surgeon.
I don't think you understand the trouble we're in now. For all we know, everyone who was helping you is either dead or brain dead. I'd say we're back right where we started, but it's worse than that. There's nothing in this city but dread and darkness. No one here seems to feel anything. And let's just say, partner, I ain't feeling very euphoric either.